2, 1, ignition.
We're getting ready for this launch. This was the last time the New Shepard mission rocketed off into space in February. It's the Blue Origin team. They're back again, back on the launch pad, ready to blast off coming up on Monday.
It'll be the company's 11th human flight, and yes, it's a private mission with private citizens, but this is quite a unique lineup. So the crew of 6 women will include pop star Katy Perry.
Baby, you're a firework. Yeah.
Or her song, isn't it?
That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. There we go.
Wait, there's another one though. She sings with Kanye West, and it's like alien. Anyways, Gayle King is going to be there too. Amazon founder.
She's a superstar. Gayle King's a superstar journalist.
Kind of a big time journalist. Yep. But Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is the Blue Origin founder, and he's even sending up his own fiance on the mission.
You know, this huge space flight will technically be the first all-female crew since a Russian cosmonaut solo mission all the way back in 1963. So 6 women on board, all set for launch at 6:30 in the morning, our time on Monday from that launch site in West Texas. You in or out on a launch like this, whether you'd participate?
I'm afraid of heights, so I can only go up 5'1", and then that's too much after that. What about you?
I do it. I feel like it would be like a later in life thing. Like, all right, it's the last.
Yeah.
It would be like the last thing on my bucket list. Certainly, we wouldn't be right there at the top. It'd be the last thing.
Yeah, if I knew I was going out or something, I'd be like, well, then I'll jump out of a plane. Then I'll get a little bit more adventurous. Until then, I'm going to be right here on terra firma.
We are going exploring here on ARC Las Vegas because of actually a local partnership with these Blue Origin missions. In fact, this local business has been around much, much longer here.
This is so cool. So we're getting a new look inside Fisher Space Pen, but they have called Boulder City their sole home for 5 decades. The company has been around since 1948, but in 1968, these pressurized pens made their first debut on the Apollo 7 mission, and they've been on every NASA crewed space flight since, including some of these Blue Origin missions.
They make about 1 million of these pens each year. I even got the chance to make one myself, and it's cool. They are built for more than just outer space here. They will write in just about any condition and on any surface, either underwater or over grease.
Wow.
Even our extreme southern Nevada temperatures. You can write upside down. You could write while floating without gravity. It is all thanks to their patented technology. It's a patented sealed and pressurized ink cartridge.
That's so cool.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I wanted to see how this family-owned, family-run business operates. I went exploring in Boulder City at their factory to talk to the vice president, Matt Fisher. He is the grandson of the founder, Paul C. Fisher. And I start by asking what makes these pens so unique.
This is our chrome original astronaut space pen that's been used on all crewed missions since Apollo 7 in 1968. After the fire on Apollo 1, there was a need for a non-hazardous writing instrument. My grandfather, Paul C. Fisher, already being a pioneer in the ballpoint pen industry and honestly a perfectionist, he wanted to perfect the pen. He wanted to make something, no pun intended, out of this world. And so he, after lots of his own investment, no commercial investment whatsoever, thousands, countless experiments and failures until he successfully patented the sealed and pressurized ink cartridge.
Matt Fisher, Vice President here at Fisher Space Pen, kind enough to show us inside the factory, the operation here in Boulder City. You've been in Boulder City for how long?
1976.
1976. This spot has been there. All the operations have now been consolidated here into Southern Nevada.
Absolutely. Our home, Boulder City, where my brother and our family grew up.
The family operation, did you have aspirations to be doing this when you were a young kid? Like, where did it start for you here in this factory, Matt?
8 years old.
Okay.
My siblings and I all started helping out here when we were 8 years old, and our parents wanted to teach us the value of $1 and hard work. And so every summer we'd come here and help out. And eventually went to college. Our father wanted us all to go out and live the real world, so had us go get jobs elsewhere. And when we were ready, we decided to come back and ask if we can follow in his footsteps, and he said, absolutely. You got to start back in the factory and work your way up and earn your keep.
You you're playing with this pen. You're using it as a talking gesture here. How sturdy is it? How I don't know, indestructible, but how sturdy is this thing, Matt?
Oh, let me tell you.
So can be used in space.
Used in space, used on all crewed missions. It's all metal composition.
Okay.
Very durable, very sturdy. The astronauts demand the most reliable, durable functioning writing instruments in space, and that's not just writing instruments, that's tools, that's people, they demand the best of the best. And I think that them choosing us over all the years is indicative of our quality, of our versatility, and of our reliability.
Pens can write underwater?
Absolutely, right underwater, through grease, extreme temperatures.
Was there any ever, because the name here, obviously Fisher Space Pen, was there any pressure, no pun intended, any pressure to say we're going to change the name to be Fisher Water Pen, Fisher Underwater Writing Utensil? I mean, the names are terrible, don't get me wrong, but was there any pressure to change the name?
No. It somewhat puts us in a box, because a lot of people will say, well, what do I need a space pen? I'm not going to space. However, it still holds value and credibility because it's a space pen, and they need, again, versatile, reliable writing instruments in space. So it kind of speaks to all other usages down here on Earth, whether you're a journalist, whether outdoor enthusiast, military, law enforcement.
You bring it up as a journalist here, capital J journalist. I'm out in the community, I'm telling stories, I'm taking notes. What's the difference between the typical ballpoint pen that I'm writing with out in the community here in Southern Nevada and this right here?
Most pens rely on gravity for ink flow. You write with a standard ballpoint pen, and after 10, 20 seconds, it's going to stop writing.
I shake it out constantly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You leave it in your car in Chicago in the dead of the winter, it's not going to write. It's freezing cold.
The heat of our Southern Nevada summers.
Or
too.
that. It's not going to explode on you. Right. Go all over the place. Or on the airplane, it's not going to ink on your shirt. So ours is a sealed and pressurized ink cartridge, which allows it to write in all those extreme environments.
You're out in the community, you're talking to people, you say, I'm Matt Fisher, I work for Fisher Space Pen. Their first question to you is what?
Either tell me more,
okay,
or the Seinfeld pen.
What kind of pen is that?
This pen?
Yeah.
Oh, this is an astronaut pen. It writes upside down. They use this in space.
Oh, wow, that's the astronaut pen.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Where did you get it?
Oh, it was a gift.
Because a lot of times I write in bed, and I have to turn and lean on my elbow to make the pen work.
Take the pen.
Oh, no. Go ahead. I couldn't.
Come on, take the pen.
I can't take it.
Do me a personal favor.
No, I'm not
take
comfortable.
The pen.
I cannot take it.
Take the pen.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Take the pen.
Okay, thank you very much.
There's a whole episode on Seinfeld entitled The Pen, and it revolves around our bullet space pen, our chrome bullet space pen, and it just causes all these issues amongst the families, and take the pen, take the pen.
And you still get asked about that episode many years
Constantly,
later.
yes, constantly. It's great marketing. We love Seinfeld for hooking us up.
And you've been in this spot since the 70s here in Boulder City. What's going to keep you here for another 50 years to come?
Ambition and vertical thinking. My brother and I are very driven and want to continue our grandfathers and fathers' legacy on through the ages, and hopefully pass it on to our families.
So many great workers who have been there for such a wonderfully long time. You can connect with the Fisher Space Pen team online. Check them out on social media as well. And you can not only shop for these pens, but you can learn so much more. Spacepen.com.